This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And I'm Gearoid Farrelly.
And you're listening to Agony Rants.
Welcome, listener, to another show where a Eurovision winner and a comedian heal lives, fix the world around them.
I think we're nearly at the stage where we're not describing ourselves as Eurovision winners and comedians anymore.
Well, I rarely describe myself as a Eurovision winner. And what is upsetting is you always describe yourself as a comedian. If there's one thing that Niamh Kavanagh doesn't know how to do, it's to stay in her lane.
I never
If one more person comes up to me and goes, do you know who Niamh Kavanagh is so funny? Is she? Is she? The next person that comes up and tells me that Niamh Kavanagh is funny is going to have to listen to me sing.
Well, that would be a joy for them. I've no doubt.
You're so supportive.
I know I am.
You're so supportive. Do you know, you've got that voice that like the PE teacher makes to the chubby kid that just lost the egg and spoon race.
Is it like a little patronising? Small bit?
Yeah, it's a bit patronising. And this is a very difficult day for me.
Oh no,
Niamh.
what's happened?
It's a very difficult day.
What's happened?
Bananarama have just announced the Ultimate Collection, which is essentially what this boils down to is me spending €200 on albums of songs I already have. That's what that means. It's a dark day.
It's a dark day.
But it's something that just has to be done.
I wish I had your passion.
For records?
For Bananarama.
For Bananarama. I love Bananarama. Because I went to see them at Forever Young. Did I tell you this?
Yes, you did.
But when I went, I had a backstage pass. Right?
Did you feel special?
It was like a media pass, right? Now, and Forever Young, it was underwater. Like the whole thing was underwater. And I was in the pit. So I went to see Bananarama, and what happened was I went in behind the stage before they came on, and like this car just pulled up to the side of the stage. Like black, town car. Like, it was
I know.
A fancy car.
A good car.
Pulled up to the side of the stage. It was raining. There was like 2 drinks passed in the window. The windows went back up. They sat there. They were announced on stage. The 2 of them got out of the car, up the stairs, putting the earpieces in, went on, did the set, walked straight off the stage, back into the back of the car. I was like, that is how you do it.
Top dog stuff going on there. Yeah. I've never done that in my entire life.
No,
you know me.
Niamh crowdsourced into a sea of gays and does selfies for 3 hours.
I do.
That's post Niamh Kavanagh gig.
I know. And every selfie is, the phone camera's all sweaty and condensation. So no, it's not touching me. But the point is, every photograph of me is technically self-focus, but only because the condensation in the phone.
There's a fluid on it. Ugh.
Oh my God, I never thought of it in that way.
Niamh, I'm in good form today, right?
Okay, come on then.
I am in good form because I had, I'm in good form because I had my pre-show vitamins, 2 Solpadeine and a Berocca.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm in good form.
Is this a pre-show for me?
No, for me.
Okay.
For me, to get through a day of records. Like I'm energized.
That's what I mean. You needed to take that to actually get through.
Well, Niamh, you're very high dough.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean? You come in here with a lot of energy. I have to match you.
Without any Berocca. I don't have any Berocca. I do have a bit of porridge in me because I'm staying with my sister, Aoife. I love her. And her lovely baby Poppy, who's like just 8 months. Oh my God, it's so amazing. Like, and we're having a lovely time, right? But the thing is,
this is like the but in the letters that we get there. We're really happy in our relationship, but.
No. It's nothing to do with Aoife and Poppy. That's amazing. But they dropped me off at the Dart this morning because she lives in Greystone. So I thought, I know, because we record in the centre of town, I'll get the Dart in and out. Now, here's the interesting thing. I haven't taken a Dart in forever.
Okay.
And the thing is, she says, oh, here, you can have my Leap card. So I don't know if that's illegal, but anyway, I have it. And then I'm on the Dart, right? And the thing is, when you get on Greystone, you definitely get a seat. And I thought I was being clever, but it turns out I was facing the wrong way. Do you hate facing the wrong way?
Do you know, I don't hate it. Some people have a real problem with it. I don't mind it too much, but I always do try
to sit the way you're supposed to go.
To sit the way you're going.
I think nearly everybody does.
Yeah.
Some people do it because they think they're going to be sick. But actually, I wasn't thinking. I just said, oh, great. And I got on. And then I realised, I'm going to go backwards for nearly an hour because it's nearly an hour in from Greystone. It's like 52 minutes or something, apparently. Anyway, so here's the interesting thing, right? Because I couldn't get over the smell of vape and coffee all around me, right? There was a lot of that going on, right? So I'm sitting and I forgot, I have forgotten that happens, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, the announcer is announcing Oscailge, and shocking on Varna is Mind the Gap. I was like, I know how to say that now. Shocking on Varna. And then
the next time you do Junior Eurovision,
I know, I'll be able to say Mind the Gap.
Mind the Gap. Yeah.
I know, so beautifully, because literally, if you can't travel, you have enough Irish.
I never knew that that's what that meant. I've heard them say it.
Yeah, Shocking and Varna. So that means Mind the Gap, right? And then here's the interesting thing. But I don't know why you didn't know that, because quite frankly, they say it and then they say Mind the Gap afterwards.
Yeah, but you see, do you know what I do, Niamh, on those things? When I'm on the Lewis, I have a podcast going. Total sensory deprivation. That's what I want when I'm commuting. I don't want anyone talking to me. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Do you know, but I only ever have one in at all times, because I hate to be deaf. I hate to be totally deaf in those circumstances. I have to know. And it's just as well, because they kept saying, they must have meant, this train is going to Malahide. But I kept thinking I was on the north side. I kept waiting for, we're getting to Malahide as the next station. But then suddenly it said the next station is Sandymount. And I went, oh my God, there's a Sandymount on the north side. I never knew. And then I suddenly realised it's coming in from I'm very disorientated. I don't live in Dublin anymore, I have to say. But I was so disorientated by the end of it.
She's going to come back. There'll be there'll be €30 credit gone from her leave card. Eve, what's going on?
It was just really fun to come in like a proper person.
Like a Dubliner.
Oh, but here, did I tell you what I was doing last week? Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did something that was magnificent.
Go on.
I got my dad to come on to my concert and sing 2 songs.
No way!
I was so emotional, I can't even tell you.
What did he sing?
He sang Nancy Spain, and we sang The Parting Glass together. And it was in Monasterevin Church, and it was a brilliant night because it was a choir, and then I did some acoustic stuff, myself and my husband Paul and Jim out of the band, and we had this lovely night planned. And then I thought, wouldn't it be really lovely if my dad would come and sing a couple of songs, because my dad's a great singer, he's a brilliant singer, right? And I thought, he's 86 now, and for years I've been saying, I must get my dad up to sing because he's such a great singer. And I thought, wouldn't it be lovely? But so I thought, I'm going to be singing in this church. It's a perfect opportunity. It's not far from where he lives. He lives in Dunshaughlin, so it wasn't too hard for him to get there. And the environment's perfect because it's in a church, right? And so he comes in.
God is watching over us.
So I said, I'll finish the first half with these 2 songs. And Parting Glass is lovely, very emotional. Reminded me when I was young. It's nice because I was telling the story about my career. And obviously, when I started singing, I would have sang with my dad a lot, and then stuff. So, and in the party singing. So that's kind of how I started singing. In the family. So I thought this would be a lovely story, and I asked him would he come and sing with me, and he was going, I don't know why you'd want to be doing that. And then I'm not sure, I'll have to think about that. I said, think about it now, Dad. I know it's a big ask because it's going to be hundreds of people there, so you need to feel very comfortable.
Mr. K.
2 seconds.
He had his eyes on the prize. What was the invoice, Niamh?
No, there was no invoice yet.
He was negotiating a fee.
He's a big coffee fiend.
I like the way he rolls.
I'm gonna have a big box of Nespresso capsules for him any minute. But anyway, he next thing I look over, and he's got the wallet out, and he's got this little list inside it that he knows what keys he sings the songs in, right? Not only was he magnificent, but he completely, totally stole the show. So I'm never asking him again.
Game over. You had your shot.
Over. He was amazing.
Had your shot.
He was amazing. Very emotional. Not only did he sing so brilliantly, then he started the banter in between the songs. I was raging.
Well, you didn't.
Raging.
You didn't lick that off the stones, Niamh.
No, I didn't. I didn't lick any of it off the stones. Anybody who saw it knew immediately where I got all that.
That's so lovely. I wish I'd seen that.
Well, I have a video of it.
No, it's grand, Niamh.
No, as in somebody videoed it on their phone, so it's not very exciting, but it is a really lovely thing. I know. You can stay back afterwards.
That's the meanest thing I've ever said on this podcast.
Including me fussing around him, setting him up.
That's so lovely. That's nice. Now, I don't know if I'll ever let my mum do a tight 10 before I come on.
You let me do a tight 10 before you come on?
Niamh, you've never done a tight 10 in your life.
It'd be a good challenge for me.
Yeah, Niamh Cavanagh's going out to do 10 minutes of stand-up. 3 hours later, the venue are pulling the gig. Niamh's halfway through our first story.
Thanks very much for that. That's very unfair. That's true.
Do you know what the worst example of that I've ever seen?
What?
Was Cher at the Point. I went to see Cher, right? Now, Cher was not cheap.
No.
Cher was like 120 quid a ticket or something like this,
she's
right?
not cheap anyway.
She's not cheap. Mm-hmm. She came out, she sang whatever, I don't know what song it was, but it was like one of the bangers.
Yeah,
the place was going bananas. And then for some reason Cher said, this is the perfect opportunity for me to tell a rambling 15-minute story that goes absolutely nowhere, right? Nobody, I was like, what is this woman talking about? At the end, she then said the punchline of the whole story, and the place was just dead silent. Everyone was just looking at it. She's like, what? I don't understand it. And then she said, oh, what I forgot to tell you was that guy he was a mafia guy. So did I say he was in the mafia? It was just like, no, you didn't, sure.
I know exactly
just
what you
do the Shoop Shoop song and don't speak again, please. Niamh, I'm still jet lagged. So I'm still jet lagged.
Yeah.
I've been to Vancouver.
You have.
I went over to Vancouver, which seemed like a great idea, actually. Because I thought, I'll do shows.
Yeah.
See my friends.
Yeah, you didn't quite think it through, did you?
There with Joanne. I'm getting paid to go to Vancouver.
Amazing.
What's not to love?
No, I've done that myself.
I'm knackered. Like, I'm absolutely knackered. We're recording this. This is my 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Like, I went, because what I did was I had 2 shows in Brighton, right? Thanks to everyone that came to see me in Brighton, actually. On Friday night, which was the night that nobody bought tickets.
Oh, but there was loads of people.
But no, there was. It was about like 3/4 full. But there was like a group of, I think, 15 people from Cork. 15 women from Cork.
3/4 full, and you think that's a tragedy?
Well, I mean, on the night it was 3/4 full, but like in the run up, it was like, "Around, we may be pulling this."
The anticipation
you
was
may have
not.
a night off in Brighton. I don't want to upset you.
Imagine a gay man off a night in Brighton.
I know, yeah, dancing on the tiles.
I'm just.
And do you know what I loved actually about the shows is they were rammed with gays.
Rammed with gays.
Yeah. Because like it's normally women.
Yeah, a lot of women come to see.
A lot of women come to see me.
Yeah.
And I love every one of them.
They do.
Like every so often, there was a gay couple. They'd been together 35 years, sitting in the front row, still with their arms around each other in little plaid shirts.
Love it.
I know.
See,
it's like, how do you do it? Like,
do you know what's really funny about us? We actually like to play to the same room.
I know. Women and gay men. I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
I mean, I like both sides. I love the fact that I play to many rooms, but you see those rooms, they're always great fun.
Yeah, they're always great. They're my favourite. Like every so often there'll be like straight lads at my gig, and I'm just like, I'm not sure why you're here.
Yeah.
Like, you're welcome to stay, but everyone would appreciate if you just took your top off and sat there. You don't need to get involved.
It's a long time since I've said that at a gig. I'm not going to lie. There's a certain age group that comes to my gig. It's not really.
No.
It's not take your top off.
A lot
lads.
of caftans.
Male, female.
A lot of fleeces. A lot of fleeces.
That's not entirely true now. Come on. I won't have that.
But yeah, so what happened was, right, I got I had a show Saturday night, and then after the show, I went straight to the airport.
Oh, I know. I saw the Insta.
I stayed at the airport, and then I had to go up early in the morning and fly to Vancouver. And I genuinely thought, like, because at one point I was in Calgary. Mm-hmm. I thought I might not make this. Like, I could be. But then I forgot about the time change between Calgary and Vancouver.
Oh, yes, I see what you mean. You kind of forgotten to take that into consideration.
Yeah, I always forget about that when you're traveling to like.
Well,
I did that once. I was in the middle of I was having a little moment in the bathroom, Niamh, I won't elaborate. In Vancouver, not Vancouver, it was in Toronto. You know, when you need to go, you need to go.
I just want to say, I love that we share, but you know,
yeah, I was in the middle of a moment. I was having I was having a sit down in Toronto.
Okay.
And I remembered I remembered the time change between Toronto and Vancouver, and realised that I wasn't an hour and a quarter away from my flight. I was like 15 minutes away from my flight.
Oh my gosh!
So there was a rapid finish.
Oh, okay. That can be
a rapid finish, and then to run to the gate.
A hasty finish.
A hasty finish.
Yeah. There could be regret involved in that.
If you're just joining us, that was National Treasure Niamh Kavanagh. She won the Eurovision in 1993.
Did you ever?
She lost it in 2010, and then she did a podcast which basically pissed that reputation up a wall. Attention, Agony Rants listeners. I am on tour with my Glamour Hammer tour. We have
still
on tour. Niamh.
Still.
I've been worked like a dog.
I can just
I'm practically down the mines.
I know.
Down the mines for about 4 hours a week. It's outrageous.
Thank God you're not a canary. Go on anyway.
I'm on tour. I have shows in November, on the 2nd in the Moat Theatre in Naas, on the 3rd in Sligo, the Hawkswell Theatre. The 4th I'm in TF Royal in Castlebar, and on the 5th I'm in Killarney, which is basically a round the world trip.
It is.
Over one weekend. I'd love you to join me. I will also be doing a show at the Roscommon Arts Centre on the 11th of November. And that, I think, is it then for this side of Christmas.
Wow. You're like Frank Sinatra. I don't know how many times you've retired.
I know, yeah.
Anyway.
I'm retiring. I'll be back in January. There's a whole new list of dates that have gone on sale for January. So like the 20th of January, I'm in the Museum of Comedy in London. I'm doing a show in Southampton in the Attic. I'm doing Longford Arts Centre. I'm doing the Central in Navan. And there's a whole list of them. Gearoidfairly.com, or you can go over to my the link in my Instagram bio. The sold out shows aren't there, so if it's on that, you'll be able to get tickets.
Amazing.
Come join us.
Bye.
Bye. We are pausing for a moment to remind you that Agony Rants is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network. The Head Stuff Podcast Network is a collective. It's a network of like-minded podcasts.
It is.
And we are a member of that. And if you would like to support us, we would love it if you would subscribe to Head Stuff Plus. It's a membership platform. It's quite like Patreon, although it's more in favour of the artists than Patreon is.
Yes, very true.
A smaller cut in Head Stuff. And if you are a subscriber to us on Head Stuff Plus, you will get our bonus show, Niamh.
Oh, yes, it's true. We love the bonus show.
Vintage Rants.
Vintage. Just like myself.
Vintage. It is absolutely my favourite part of the Agony Rants canon. I love every single episode we've done. It comes out every second Thursday. And I can't remember what this episode is, but it's very good. I think there's 4 of them or 5 of them out now.
Yeah. And they're all melding into one.
They're just really good fun.
Yeah.
You will also get access to a feed where you can listen to Agony Rants ad-free.
Ad-free is always a good thing.
Ad-free. None of my plugging.
None of your plugging.
None of it.
Nothing about your tour at all.
Nothing about my tour at all. Glamour Hammer Tour on tour now. Gearoidfairly.com for tickets. See, that sort of bullshit. Yeah. That's the sort of stuff you won't get on the free feed. So, ad-free, and you will also get a free gift from us.
Yeah, you will.
We are giving you our Do Not Disturb sign, which we were going to sell.
Yes, but we've decided not to.
We decided no. Everybody who subscribes to us
will get one.
By a certain date.
I was going to say.
Yeah. What was the date? I can't remember.
No.
Look, you'll have got an email about it if you're a bonus subscriber, and it applies to you. So it's from our heart to yours.
Oh, without a doubt. And from our door to yours.
Exactly. Yeah, we're paying the postage as well. Yeah. Not cheap. Not cheap. Didn't factor that in at the start, but look, we are where we are. We are cross-promoting another... No, we're not cross-promoting this week. What we're doing is we are publicising. Head Stuff are running a competition.
Yes.
If you have an idea for a podcast...
Yes, it is called Join the Cast.
It's called Join the Cast competition. It is basically a €50,000 recording deal. Excuse me, I am furious that they are throwing 50 grand at some unknown podcast when we are here making absolutely nothing for this very successful, brilliant show. I'm furious about it. So I would encourage you not to enter. We don't need the competition.
We should enter.
Thank you very much. We should enter.
We should enter.
Now you're talking. We're marching straight out. Stop the recording. Marissa, turn it off. We're leaving. We're going straight up to Alan's office. We're demanding a check for 25 grand each.
Do you know what's happening now?
Another word. Because apparently, basically what you do is you send us your podcast pitch before November the 19th. Not to me now, send it to the Head Stuff. And then it will be judged by... I don't know who these people are. I'm one of them.
You are, by the looks of it.
Tony Cantwell.
They didn't ask me.
He's great.
They didn't ask me.
No, Niamh, now to be honest.
I don't have the time.
You don't have time. You're busy being a Eurovision winner. Niamh.
That's correct.
Yeah. Nobody needs that bull. No, you don't need that bullshit. Listen to all these entries. Terrible ideas. And now I'm expecting that there'll be a short list. I don't want to listen to everything that comes in.
Although, if there's good ideas and they don't get picked up, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we'll rob them. Your ideas are not safe. That's what I'm saying.
Trademark them before you send them.
Now, we haven't sold this competition very well.
No, but it is a fantastic opportunity.
It is a fantastic competition. It's a fantastic opportunity, and Head Stuff are absolutely brilliant. So here is an ad that will explain it much better than we have.
And also, just a disclaimer is you you physically are not getting 50,000 pounds.
No, it's not. It's just, it's to the
Otherwise,
value.
we will be all over that like a cheap suit.
50 grand, Niamh.
I know.
So if the security guard never saw Aoife leave the building, how could Mark have committed the crime? And then there's a letter from the confession box. Anyway, sorry for the rambling voice note. But to answer your question, no.
If this sounds like you, then Headstuff Podcast's competition, Join the Cast, is offering you the chance to record your own podcast series worth €50,000. Simply pitch your idea at jointhecast.ie. T's and C's apply.
We have a follow-up, Gearoid.
Go on.
Apparently, now this is the group that, do you remember they had a problem with the neighbourhood watch? It was ages ago.
I do, Niamh. That was one of my favourites because there
was some sort of militia.
Like, we'll cash there was a militia going on. That's exactly what it was. Basically, wasn't it the husband had been going with the neighbourhood watch patrol that were starting to get a little bit...
Oh, there was a total...
It was all getting a bit out of hand.
It was
they
a
were
cult.
getting very heavy-handed.
It was, yeah.
And he was kind of thinking, okay, I think I've done my time now. This could be time to leave. And
they were looking for advice.
They were looking for how to get out of this.
I can't even remember what we said. I can't even imagine what we actually said. I'm nearly sure we kind of said be gentle.
Yeah, I think our advice was quite... you don't owe these people an explanation.
No, you don't, which is very easy to say when we're not living there.
Exactly, yeah. But when there's a load of heavies, and didn't they have the jackets?
Oh, they had the jackets, the high vis.
Jackets, the high vis.
A high vis jacket, I remember.
The authority of a high vis.
I would struggle giving that back up, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I would. I'd love a high vis. So this is the follow-up, okay. Hey, okay, I have an update for you. Remember I sent an email about my neighbourhood watch group. We have finally extricated ourselves from the group, but it was insane. Oh, I'm so excited. Go on. Aren't you excited?
Go on.
Okay, so we took your advice and didn't give an explanation, just hoping to do a bit of a slow rejection in the hope that they would get the message. In short, they didn't. The first night he texted and said he wasn't going on patrol. That was fine. The second time, his phone was hopping all night with texts asking where he was. Now,
can I just say, this was one of my favourite things about this, was that we were all just casually using the word patrol.
Yes.
I think that tells you everything you need to know about the neighbourhood watch group.
I know.
Things were getting very serious in this group.
I know, this is very serious. Okay, so we had an argument because I said we need to make it clear that he is done with them. Ooh. So he did. And he said that he needed time away from it. There would actually be 2 or 3 knocks on the door with different guys from the group pretending they were knocking in for him on the way down to the patrol.
Now this
is harassment now.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Do you remember the documentary on Scientology? That's what this reminds me of.
This is exactly it. This is it. I was getting very annoyed and my husband was a bit freaked, to tell the truth. Anyway, so the next day, me and my husband ran into different members of the group and separately told them different stories as to why they were leaving or taking time off. Lads, surely you would have coordinated that.
This was exactly what we said not to do. We said no excuses.
No, but you see, even if you're going to give an excuse, you need to coordinate that. He told them that there was a problem at home, implying our marriage was in trouble. It might have been after this. And I told them that his sister is seriously ill. He doesn't have a sister. We were doing so well, and then we both told ridiculous lies that we will have to live with for as long as we live here, which will probably be the rest of our lives.
Okay, now hold on, because Danielle, we're trying to imply here that both of them were as bad as each other, but I'm sorry, he just said there was problems at home.
That could have been enough.
That could have been anything.
So thanks for the help. If you have any further suggestions, I'd love them. Stop. That's my
Stop
suggestion.
inventing terminally ill family members.
Myself and my husband crack up laughing every time we think of his extraction. Thanks for all the laughs, Danielle and Stephen.
You see, it's a fascinating one because I think what happens in a situation like this is when somebody leaves, everyone else in the group knows we've gone over the tipping point now because people are leaving.
Yeah.
Have we gone too far? But it's kind of like we're in now. We can't just roll it all back.
No, but you see, the difficulty with that actually is, Gearoid, is that those people don't know that that's why it's happening. They don't know. They're already in the cult.
See, yeah. I just love the idea that essentially what started off as a couple of lads wandering around the playground to make sure everything's
okay.
safe at 10 o'clock at night has now become like a group of survivalists, like wandering around.
I mean,
wandering around a brand new estate in Bettystown or
I
wherever
know
it is.
the tragedy about this is come the apocalypse, they're dead. But, Daniel and Stephen, if that happens, right, just find your way to a near safe place and we'll come get you.
Yeah, I do think in the purge you need to lock your doors.
Yeah, I think
Danielle and Stephen.
I think you'll be first.
Yeah. Okay, we've got a problem.
Go on.
This is a problem from Adam.
Oh, I love Adam.
You said Adam has written to us before.
Yeah, he has, and he's so lovely, and he's a subscriber.
He's a subscriber. Now, Niamh, when you said that to me, I was like,
you were on board immediately.
On board. I said, show me the Instagram immediately. Show me the Instagram.
Yeah,
wonderful human being.
Gorgeous looking boy.
Very handsome looking boy.
Very handsome.
Handsome looking boy. Okay, dear Niamh and Gearoid.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love the podcast. Listen every week in the car on the way back from work to chill out. Mm-hmm. Although not sure it always helps my blood pressure when hearing some of the letters. Also a massive Eurovision fan. Niamh was the first winner after I was born. Okay, so he's getting in that he's young as well.
Thanks.
Which I'm going to be honest with you, I think is an act of aggression that early in the letter. But look, I'll forgive it. So I like to think she was probably my introduction to the madness. Also, I'm from Carrickfergus, Green Island. Oh. So my original hometown is Niamh's adopted town. Why don't you marry her? And my dad and her husband have been in the same band circles. Mm-hmm. Band circles.
There's two reasons why Adam is not going to marry me. The first is I'm already married. The second you're about to read out.
I am a gay man in my early 30s. Living over in Liverpool for well over a decade. Mm-hmm. I'd never really had a proper long relationship until I was with my ex-boyfriend, who I was with there for nearly 2 years until late May this year. We split amicably about a week after Eurovision. My choice, and there was no real drama. That was one of those situations. We keep it together for the Eurovision. We won't spoil. Let's not spoil the Eurovision.
It's like staying together for Christmas.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. We can't do this to the kids in December. We weren't suited for each other and we were flogging a dead horse. I could maybe use the terrible phrase, I loved him, but I wasn't in love with him. We cut ties, and as he lives in another city and no mutual friends, it was easy enough.
Yeah, that's nice.
Fair play. That's all very mature.
Very mature.
Packing up his stuff, he only had a pair of socks in mind to hand over, so that says it all.
Yeah, it really does.
Anyway, forward on to September, 4 months later. Zero contact other than the very odd ping of my Nectar card app. Someone has been using my Nectar card every few weeks to do a little shop at Sainsbury's. Okay. I looked it up and saw that the charges don't match anything I've bought, and I've never given out my card other than a screenshot to him last year. I believe he is scanning my Nectar card when he's shopping, which I think is a little odd. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the extra points, but it's not something I would do. Also, as a singleton, I decided to download the infamous Grindr app recently, and within about 2 minutes of creating a profile, before I even had a face pic uploaded, he viewed my profile from another city. Gearoid may be able to help with the explanation of this from his single days. But basically you can zoom in on a map to see people in other locations, meaning he zoomed in on my house and clicked a blank profile for a look. I thought this very strange, so decided to block him on the socials. Mm-hmm. Now, this must be a function that's post my Grindr experience. So you can go and download Grindr for a look. So you can
explain to your partner before you do that.
No, keep him interested. Keep him on his toes.
I'm gonna text him tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll make sure. Like,
this might happen.
He'll hear the brump. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if it's still that noise, but it used to be back in the day. It used to be brump.
Really?
Yeah. See, I was never
What
really
was it
a
trying
Grindr
to emulate? What was it trying to show the nice people on the video in your face?
I don't know. It was kind of like a brump.
A brump.
I don't know if it's still that, but anyway.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about Grindr. I was always too nervous to meet anyone off Grindr.
Because?
Well, I always used to think they were going to murder me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had my share of fun, Niamh. Fun was had.
Fun was had.
Fun was had.
But
and
just not off the apps.
Numbers were not necessarily exchanged, Niamh.
No.
But
not off the apps.
But not off the apps. No, it's never.
I know.
Never really an app.
My dating days were pre-app.
Yeah, with letters.
It was. Notes.
I hope my missive finds one well. I've returned from my victorious Eurovision. and enclose a boudoir portrait. Anyway, we'll finish Adam's maybe able to help with the explanation from a single days. Okay. So basically what I gleaned from this, gays, feel free to chip in, is that you can actually go to the map and pick a house and see if anyone is on Grindr.
Wow. Now, to be fair, you've already told me that Grindr is find your nearest gay as opposed to your... Do you know what I mean?
But I didn't realise you could actually pick a location and view it.
Well, I suppose, think about it. If you were travelling to somewhere, it'd be no good to know who your nearest gay is at currently, if you were planning ahead.
Well, I thought that was the convenience of it.
Oh, okay.
That you're on a bus and go, oh, there's some lad down the back.
Oh, Jesus, what?
Then you can just casually stand up and put a banana in your mouth. see who takes notice. What do you think of this situation? Is there any action needed, or should I just move on? Also enjoying the dating life and feel I am living my best life, so happy to avoid the drama. Currently 3 dates in with a guy with a lot of potential, and then there's a bicep.
It's
Nice.
kind of a bicep emoji.
That's a bicep, yeah.
Does that mean he's got a good arm, or is it like a... I don't know, it looks, anyway.
Yeah, man that can put the work in. All my love, Adam. Not asked, use my real name. P.S. It's very long and apologies for my terrible English. Feel free to chop it down or reword it.
Yeah, well, clearly we're not into that, Adam.
Here's the thing that's going on with Adam.
Okay, come on.
Right now, and when I read this, I was like, Adam has, I guess, reacted very well to the ending of his first big relationship.
Yes,
right?
he's
And then I realised that me and Adam are very different people because Adam is the dumper, whereas I was always the dumpy.
Oh, you see.
Right? I was always the giving the flick, right? Now, this is what you need to accept about yourself, Adam, right? Little cutie.
Yes.
Little cutie. And the person you dumped is still carrying a little bit of a torch.
Oh, very likely.
Yeah.
He's gifting you little nuggets of loveliness.
Just little, every so often, he's
send you a few points on the nectar card.
Send a few points on the nectar card, which I mean is
weird.
It's weird. I'm not going to lie. It's weird, Adam.
Cancel that card.
However, what he wants is for you to text him.
To ask him.
And say, oh, did you know you're using my nectar card? He wants you to open the line of communication, right? And he's doing it in a way that, God love him, is both weird and incredibly undignified.
I don't know.
And I say that because it's exactly what I would do.
It's very sweet though, isn't it?
It is sweet. But what I'm going to say, Adam...
He could be up, painting on your door. You're like,
he could be knocking the door down or screaming crying in your porch at 3 o'clock in the morning.
He could be doing
right?
all those things. He's not. He's not even drunk texting you or any of that. He's just giving you a little wee nudge, a little love nudge. You're not
getting a you up.
I know. To be fair, regret is his middle name.
That's it.
Isn't it, really?
And I think what you need to do is, right, is you need to be a good first boyfriend. Particularly if you're his first boyfriend. If you're his first boyfriend.
What makes a good first boyfriend?
What you need to do is, you broke up with him, so you need to let him move on. Right? So, and speaking of somebody who didn't move on, Niamh.
How?
You know me, I can dig my heels in.
Well, what made you move on?
Oh, I didn't.
Okay.
It was 7 years. I gave up my 20s. So what I would do is, right, you do not respond.
No.
If he wants to give you all the nectar points in the world,
let him.
You accept. But you've done the right thing. You blocked him on the socials. And this is not for you. This is for him. Because for you, all this it means is that you're getting a couple of nectar points.
Yeah.
You blocked him on the socials. He's clearly looking at Grindr. Maybe he's looking for somebody else new. And then every time he's looking for somebody else new, he thinks of, oh, do you remember me and Adam? And, it was lovely. And then he's looking in your area and then he sees somebody has gone on and he zooms in, right? So what you need to do is you probably need to block him on... I don't know if you can do that. Can you? Yeah, I presume you can. Block him on Grindr.
I don't know why you're asking me that question, right? But it's interesting actually. I think in social media, you always look up past. If you think about it, there's lots and lots of people who do it. They go on and they look for ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, whatever,
absolutely,
online, and you can't help, or even someone you knew in school, and you go, I wonder how they're getting on.
I don't care about any of those people.
No. But you know what I mean.
The only thing I want to know about those people is that they're dead.
Oh, no, but you know what I mean. You always kind of go and look up. It's nearly impossible not to feel, I wonder what they're doing and what they look like now. Because nowadays you can just do it. Years ago you would have to do a drive-by or have a reason to be in the vicinity. But nowadays,
Niamh used to just slow drive our micro past a few houses in Glasnevin. Do you know what I will say, right? Is that whenever you dump somebody, and I know that the reason you dump somebody is you want them out of your life, right? But I do think, speaking of somebody who was dumped left, right and centre, you do need to put yourself in the position of somebody who's dumped. So you have to look at it and go, what's best for me in this situation? Now, best for you in that situation, if you're dumping somebody, it doesn't really matter. Because no matter how you dump somebody, you're getting them out of your life. So you need to dump somebody in the way that's best for them. So the way that helps them move on, or that is least painful for them, right?
Okay.
I always feel very strongly about this.
No, I understand that. And that's because you're the one who has been dumped, right? On a regular basis.
Dropped like a stone regularly.
Okay. Speaking of someone who is not that person, right?
Oh, here we go.
Now, to be fair, I have...
Oh, here we go. Nobody dumps me.
No, it's not that.
I've never been dumped, Gearoid.
No, sometimes circumstances led us to separate. But... No, but, I left a couple of relationships and then another one ended because of circumstances, right? Shall we say? So
circumstances.
Yes, as in the timing was wrong and then difficulties kind of came in and stuff like that. And so it was, I won't say it was necessarily a fully joint decision, but it was probably the best decision at the time. That's the best way I can put it, right?
Okay.
Right. I looked up online because I think any good agony aunt will do a bit of research. It turns out if somebody is using your Nectar card, it is advisable that you ring the Nectar card people and you cancel the card and get them to reissue a new one, just in case. While you're there, get them to transfer the points over so that you don't lose them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you can... Oh, right, okay.
And I know this isn't about the Nectar card, but it kind of is. So
well,
in other words,
the
that's
last
technically...
remaining link.
That's technically you cutting them off.
I think you're doing the right thing. I do. I think, God, it's such a mature... such a mature approach to your first relationship breaking up. I'm quite envious.
I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Niamh's right. Yeah, cancel your Nectar card.
Cancel your Nectar card. That's the last.
It's the last remaining link.
Sever that, and don't worry about if he's checking you on Grindr. He can't help himself.
Yeah,
he can't help himself. He's going to want to sing, but actually, you're doing the right thing. You're not encouraging him to kind of do it. But Gearoid is completely right. Don't initiate any contact. The difficulty, the second there's any contact, there's hope.
And if you're somebody that's exactly,
even though you don't mean to give it,
you don't want to give him hope.
No, don't give him hope.
And if you're somebody out there listening to this,
and you recognise the symptoms,
it's important
to recognise when he's just not that into you.
He's just not that into you.
There you go. It's time to move on.
Okay, Adam. Hope that helps.
Oh, I love that problem.
Aww.
That was a nice problem.
I think we did well there.
I think we did.
Yeah.
We both definitely felt that one.
Yeah, you also got your plug in that nobody's ever dumped you, which,
Well, I didn't do the full on, needy. I've always been the dumpy.
I have. Oh no, I didn't. I dumped one person.
There you go. You see?
Yeah.
But I don't look at it as who dumped who. I think sometimes,
Really, Niamh, because you've spoken about 20 minutes about how you've never been dumped. It's too late to roll. Too late to wind it all back now.
I've lost people I cared about, but absolutely not been dumped. I don't look at it that way.
Niamh, moving on. You can't sit on the fence on this one.
We have another problem. Okay, so we have lots of problems actually currently, but I still love getting them. I just love it.
Well, I did an ask on Instagram there recently because I wanted problems. Because I feel like we're getting a lot of relationship or career problems.
Okay, what else do you have problems with?
I don't know. I don't know, actually. But I was just curious to see if there's anything else out there. Wow.
Are you hoping for some financial problems?
People made it very clear that they're interested in the relationship problems. I was given a talking to.
Okay.
by a number of people.
All right,
so
but I like that they care.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we just don't want to get bored, I suppose. But, you know, the truth is, it's multifaceted the way that people write to us. I love it.
There's a lot of words in this. This Anon, the person that wrote this anonymously, and there's a bit of a
I'm going to say,
there's a whiff of a gin-fueled rant about this letter, right?
the other thing I want to say
Bit of
is,
language.
you know, I'm not adverse to a bit of language. As anybody who knows me, I will use language. But there are some words I don't like.
There's some words she doesn't like. And also the national treasure. I always try and cut your swears out, Niamh.
Do you?
Yeah. You have them out like a sewer. I feel the public don't
The
need
swears
it.
and all the funny stuff.
Dear Niamh, I don't look at any of your funny stuff. The only thing that cut out was sometimes when you talk for 5 minutes and there's just no ending.
That never happens. Niamh, prove it. You've
George
cut
goes,
them out.
One of these days I'm going to release the unedited versions of the podcast. They're a wild ride. Dear GNN.
Do you mentally cut out those when you're in the middle of it? You are.
Yeah.
You are mentally going, while I'm actually telling that story, that's not making the edit.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, that's gone. So then what I do is I listen to the story and then I ask you a question that makes you say the guts of the story shorter.
You should
and then I cut
never-
out the long bit and my question.
You should never have said that now. I'm going to know.
Well, you won't know because you don't listen.
I know, you're right.
As I always say, Niamh is a vocalist. She shows up when the track is done. She leaves when she's sung it.
And still I have the hits.
Feeling great about herself.
I still have the hits.
Feeling great about herself. How are we doing in the podcast charts? Wonderful. Wonderful.
4 days later, he's still wading through the edit.
My boyfriend I just say I'm editing the podcast and then he just like go by my office about 4 hours later and he's like, what are you working on? And I was like, I'm editing the podcast. He's like, how long? Like it's a 40-minute podcast.
I know, but let's be honest.
I swear to God, it's like Share on Believe. That's what our podcast is like. It's that level of remixing goes into making this podcast.
A tight 10. Go on anyway.
Dear GNN, when I was at high school, there was a boy who was a prick to me for no reason. He dated my stepsister who was a total cunt. I feel like that's very early for a C-bomb, but anyway. She would act like my friend when she came to our house, but in school she pretended like she didn't know me. She didn't get along with my mother, who does.
Okay, so that feels like a whole other problem.
So I thought his animosity towards me might have come from her bad-mouthing our family. Okay, so let's clear this. So this guy that was a prick to you for no reason
Was
dated
dating
your stepsister, and your stepsister didn't get along with your family, so you were concerned that she was bad-mouthing your family.
Okay. So that's why he didn't like it.
That's why he didn't like
that's
it.
what you're
Okay.
thinking. Okay.
Once when he was talking to a friend of mine and I was standing awkwardly nearby, he looked at me with disgust and said, "You have the hairiest arms of any girl I've ever seen." My arms are not abnormally hairy. And yet 30 years later when I look at them, I still sometimes think of what he said, which is so fucking stupid.
Oh, bless.
As adults, he was friends with my ex. So occasionally we would go out to dinner with him and his wife. At these dinners, he would be purposefully mean to me and talk to me like I was stupid. He was in honours classes in school, but so was I. So I'm not a moron. His dislike of me is palpable, but I don't think I've ever done anything to deserve it. More importantly, why do I care? All my friends hate him, so he's a verified dickhead. Yet, all these years later, he is the voice in my head that tells me I'm shit. How do I stop giving a fuck about it? This is a wild ride. How do I stop giving a fuck about what this asshole thinks of me? Thanks and love the pod. Anon.
I love the fact that she has a lovely emoji.
It's a little emoji at the end.
They have a lovely, I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but it doesn't really matter. Oh no, it's a girl, is it? Look.
Yes, it's a girl, yeah, because of the hairy arms.
Yeah. Because men don't have hairy arms, apparently. Okay, here's the thing, right? This reminds me of when somebody really fancied you and they didn't know how to process that. So they used to say mean things to you. Do you remember, you used to joke
Like
about
to
the fact-
nag somebody.
Yeah, but remember when you were in primary school and you liked someone, you would have pushed them over or something, or done some bodily harm or something.
No, Niamh, I wouldn't.
No, years ago. No, because if you fancied them, you were in love with them immediately.
I love it.
You were the ones who got pushed over.
Yeah,
Did you get pushed over a lot in school?
Completely, yeah. No,
So you didn't realise they liked you back?
I just sat down and I wrote like a love song
poem.
about them.
Yeah, okay.
that's
400
exactly it.
verses of how wonderful they
400,
were.
Yeah.
And how blue their eyes were. 30 years this has been going on with the hairy arm and the situation of, him being in her space. Why the feck is this person still even in your space? I appreciate it might be a small
know,
town.
yeah.
But the reality is, surely as an adult you have an opportunity here now not to be anywhere near what the hell this is about.
You see, I think what's going on here is that this person is in your space, whether they're in your space or not.
Yeah, because you're letting
So
them.
you are thinking about them, and the sad reality of this is, right, there's two things going on. One, what happened at school was bullying, right?
Yeah.
And that gets into your DNA.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
So, because that happens at a time when you are...
Vulnerable.
You're vulnerable and you're
And you're
maturing.
forming yourself.
And you're forming.
Yeah.
And what this does is I always think it clings onto your DNA, and then as you grow, it grows with you.
Yeah.
And I think the sad reality of this is as much as you would like to think this is about him,
It's more about you.
it's not really about him. It's just how you feel about yourself.
Yeah.
And that's coming out sideways,
Yeah.
right? Because realistically, if you're not attracted to somebody, unless you're attracted to somebody, you can feel whatever way you want about them.
What?
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like if somebody is just
I have no idea what you meant.
but like if you're attracted to somebody, you it's a compulsion. You feel attracted to them, and that's the way you feel, and you can't help it, right?
Okay.
But if somebody is just a friend or an acquaintance, it doesn't matter how you feel about them. Like you can tell yourself to feel whatever way you want about somebody.
Oh yeah, no. I get that. I get what you're saying now.
If there isn't this like strong bond between you, you can go, actually, he's a prick. I'm not going to see him anymore. But the problem is there's something that's always pulling you back to him.
Now, it might be how she feels about what he said. Maybe she's thinking, is that true? Is it not? It might be, there's two schools. It's either...
Send us a photograph of your arms.
Yeah. Pre-wax.
Let's sort this once and for all.
No, listen, speaking as quite a hirsute woman, right? Let me tell you. Let me tell you, I battle the winter coat all the time. But the point is, right, that's beside the point. People tell me things all the time about myself that you sometimes think, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. I'm going to have to process that in my head. And very early on in my career, I had to actually make a decision myself to actually stop taking those things on board, because it can destroy you. It can destroy you.
It can.
And it can destroy you in the sense that it's not necessary for it to destroy you. But there's one or two reasons why this is still affecting you. Either you physically don't like your arms, or something about yourself, or that person means more than you think they do to you. And the reality is, regardless of whatever that side is coming on, you need to resolve it.
Yeah.
You need to resolve it. You're 30 years older now. You should be able to stand up and go, right, I like this about myself. So 2 stars and a wish is the joke that we always say, do say 2 good things and then think about something you like better. So in other words, I have lovely hair, I have a lovely face, I'm a nice person, I'd like my arms less hairy. If that's what that is, 2 stars and a wish. That's what I'm saying. But the reality is, just because he said it doesn't make it true. But the reality is, you have manifested that in your head, whatever way you want, and so now you have to process that.
I'm curious about 2 things, right? One, like Niamh addressed it. Why is this person in your why is he in your
still in
circle? Like that's really strange.
Yeah, it's an ex.
Do you fancy him? Sometimes
there's some
what happens
frisson there, I think.
There's
definitely.
there's something about
that's drawing you back into that space.
He's such power over you. And I genuinely don't think he does have that power over you. I think that the way you feel about yourself has the power over you, and you're like transferring it onto him because that makes it that makes it something that's manageable.
Yeah, that sounds like a proper psychologist thing to say.
Yeah.
Transference.
I know, absolutely.
Very impressed.
So what I think you should do is I think you should go to see a therapist, because this sounds like something that you could solve in like 2
Two
sessions. Like it sounds like a, you go in and she'd be like, yeah, he's a dick. Do you like your arms? You go, well, no, I don't like my arms. And she'd go, okay, that's the problem. Let's work on that.
Yeah, well, it might be something as simple. I think you really need to get to the root of why you're still holding on to this, because you're the one holding on to it. He can be a dickhead over there, and because, as you say, everybody around you thinks the same, right? Why does it matter what he thinks? Is it because every time you see him, you're transported back to who that girl was?
Yeah.
And if that's the case, that's definitely therapy related. You do have to go and see to someone about that if you're still going back to who you were at that moment, or else you have to start in some way being positive about and not putting yourself back to being that person, because you're not that person anymore.
Also,
I wish you could see Gearoid this moment. He's very, very
I did
definite.
a point.
You did.
Also, if it helps to hear this, what sort of an asshole was your ex?
That made you go to dinner with this person.
That made you go to dinner with him, but B didn't stand up for you when your man was
being a nasty old fecker.
Yeah, that's like that. Like, well done for not being with him.
Yeah,
he sounds like a right dick. Send us his email address.
Don't do that.
I've no problem, Niamh. I'll make a phone call.
He might be big. What if he's violent?
Phone call, Niamh.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say to you. I feel though,
I think she has more skills than she realises herself, because she's managed to divest herself of this ex who is clearly toxic. But also, I just think 30 years on, you need to forgive yourself. Stop going back to who you were then.
And also, do you know what the other thing that might help?
What?
Is the next time you see him, don't be nice to him.
No.
It sounds like, and this is interesting, right? Because it sounds like he has been a dick to you for a very long time, and he's been in your path quite a bit. So if it would help, and it's cheaper than therapy,
tell him he's a dick.
The next time you see him and he says anything, just go, who the hell do you think you are talking to me like that?
Yeah.
Like because I can only guess you're, I guess, mid-40s by
the general gist.
By the gist of this letter. Yeah, like, stand up for yourself.
Who are you?
Exactly. Like, the next time you see him and he's mean to you, go, excuse me, how dare you talk to me like that?
Who are you?
Because sometimes it only takes one or two things. Just like one or two little smart comments or mean things. Because what has happened in your relationship is when you're both together, you both have this role. He's an asshole and you accept it.
And you're passive, yeah.
And you've never, and I'm not saying that,
you're sitting there taking it, but you must be.
But you've never done anything to make him
stop,
reconsider doing it again.
Yeah.
So maybe,
maybe that's actually really good advice.
Throw a drink over him.
Well,
no, not a drink. Throw acid over him.
Oh my God.
Battery acid. Why throw a drink when you can throw battery acid?
Stop. I'm going to put in the legal disclaimer here. Do not do any of that, right? All I'm saying is metaphorically, do it.
There's nothing like considering somebody a bit unhinged that will stop you in your tracks when you're about to insult them.
Yeah, I think it's fair enough. I think tell him he's, who is he, or just treat him with disdain. I mean, and to be fair, for 30 odd years she's been going with this behaviour, right? So she finds it difficult, clearly, to deal with that, or else she hasn't dealt with it. So it's quite difficult to just turn around and go, oh, that's going to happen now.
Have a bottle of gin and show up at his house.
Yeah, and absolutely TP his house.
Let the TP. Toilet paper, water, battery acid, petrol. That's what we're talking about.
No, you went further.
Do you know what? I'll tell you what pisses me off, right? And this is I'll tell you what annoyed me, because I feel we've been given a nice rational response to this.
Yes, I know.
But then I thought, like, there's me telling somebody to go and get therapy and pay for 5 sessions of therapy, and he doesn't even know the shit he's called.
I know.
That's what pisses me off about bullies.
I think it's a better option to actually get him to pay for the therapy.
Yeah. I mean, how do you do that?
Well, you just
break into his house and steal stuff to the value.
Get his nectar card. Take all his points.
See, this is what pisses me off. Like, this is what really annoys me is, because I'm one of those passive people myself, right?
Are you?
Yeah, I am quite passive. And when people annoy me, what I hate is those situations where people annoy you and you spend a couple of days worrying about something, and those people never know
that they've
the
annoyed
worry
you.
that they've caused.
Okay.
Because I'm always like, well, I tell you, that'll be the last time I'll ever speak to them. And that's the most I do. That's the most I do. I tell you, this is therapy for me now.
I swear to God.
The next time, woe betide the next person that pisses me off.
Do you know, right now, right, if you'd have asked me of the two of us who was more likely to do that, I don't think they would have thought it was you. Mr. Wheelie Bin through the door.
Well, I find that I get annoyed, right? But I operate in a tight circle.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? My inner circle.
Yeah, you
I'll
do.
have a whinge too.
Yeah.
But I won't.
No, and I'm actually not unlike that. I don't.
No, you don't. You're very much you're like a duck.
I just.
That you paddle beneath the surface.
Yeah, but I definitely file it under. That's your problem, not mine.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
But you see, what comes with that for you though is you are then very calm about it.
No,
That's
I
what you
am.
do is you file it. You're like, yeah, well, that's their problem, it's not mine. Whereas I go, oh, that's their problem, it's not mine. And then I go home and I make it everybody else's problem around me. My friends, I will spend hours upon going, you'll never guess what they said to me. You'll never guess what they said to me.
But you know, it makes me. I find it funny. I find it funny when people try to put things on me that are not. And don't get me wrong, there are times when people say something, and I'm taken aback because I think, oh my God, is that true? And it might be a little true, which is enough to make you feel a bit. Ugh. Right. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I go, well, what's it to them? This is about me now. I know who I am. You know, and I think as I've got older, that's been easy. It wasn't so easy when I was
Yeah.
in my 20s. And I'll be honest with you, it wasn't easy in my teens. My goodness, it was definitely not easy in my
No,
teens.
it's not easy.
And so, you know, I feel for you in that regard, but you are not that person anymore.
Yeah.
So,
let's summarise this.
yeah.
Okay. Like, we're just going to go through, we break down all the little bits.
I can
right?
hear the edit now. Yeah, go on and
No, this is just like to finalise.
Yeah.
Like, firstly, this person was always a prick to you for no reason.
Yeah.
Secondly, you said you've hairy arms. You do not have abnormally hairy arms. The problem isn't your arms. The problem is that every time you look at your arms, you're still thinking about what he said, right? And it's
Yeah.
not stupid. Somebody hurt you in
And
the
that's-
formative years.
And that's a representation of what
And that's
of how he hurt
representation
you.
of what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else did she say? He was mean to you at dinners.
Yeah.
He was mean to you, and you, by implying that you're stupid, you're clearly not stupid.
So he's
You're
probably threatened by
Clearly
If you
threatened.
were both in the same honours classes, then you were both clever. So he might feel threatened by that.
And you were also with an ex that clearly didn't appreciate you
Yeah, and
because
he-
they didn't stand up for you.
And he could have been a misogynist. He could be a misogynist. He probably is. Yeah.
Completely. And all your friends hate him. Like, this man is not worth your time. So what you need to do is find out why
You still keep
he's still in your head.
You still keep. You know, it's like one of those bruises that it's sore when I touch it,
Yeah, exactly.
and you can't stop touching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of therapy, I think. I honestly think that that's the best present you could give yourself. Spend
Yeah.
a couple of £100 on a couple of sessions where you're like, just work this out. And what genuinely, what could be the final bit
Outcome?
of this is that you,
Just tell him to shove off.
yeah, or even just write him an email and block him.
Yeah.
Or
Or
you say it
not.
to his face. You see him on the street and go, if you ever say another word to me, I'll break your face.
Wow.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
I don't know that I'd give him that satisfaction.
I'd love to do that. No, but I firmly believe the reason he keeps doing this is because he hasn't met the right amount of resistance.
No, I agree, but you wait till he's doing it, I think.
Yeah.
You don't just randomly email him.
Sledgehammer through his knee. Oh God, I feel like this has been therapy for me.
It's
I've had
amazing.
a ball.
I know, it's
Niamh,
been a really good show.
it's been wonderful to talk to you.
I know.
agonyrants@gmail.com if you want to get in touch. We would love to have your problems.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear the 5 minutes of the show that I've done.
Our merch. Our merch is on sale.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so
Yes.
excited by the merch.
agonyrants.com. There's a button there that'll bring you over to the merch store. And we also, you will probably have got an email from us if you're a Headstuff Plus subscriber, because for all of our Headstuff Plus subscribers, they're getting a little gift.
Yeah, they are.
We just need your address.
We do. We won't do anything with those addresses. We certainly won't show up, and I won't allow any wheelie bins or acid in your vicinity. But actually, the merch is really fun.
The merch is really fun, and
Yeah.
the gift you're getting, we decided we were going to sell it, but we're not going to sell it now. We're not going to sell it until all of our subscribers have got a free one.
The famous gift.
It's a famous gift.
It is
It's
famous.
It's fab.
It is fab.
We will chat to you next week.
Bye.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.